Wow, I didn't expect this game to be so fun. Hey everyone, before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, it'll really help the channel out a lot. I'm definitely a fan of the original Super Mario Bros. Game, even though I didn't play it well into my teens. It's been surpassed technically by the games that follow, but there's something so endearing about this game. We've seen it with things like Mario Maker, which breathed new life into the original, but also the sequels too. So when I saw Mario 35 announced, I thought it could be fun, but I had no idea how much I would end up enjoying it. So the game itself is real straightforward and simple. You can just jump in and get going within seconds. There's a normal mode and a special mode, along with a few options and stats too. So if you're familiar with the original game, it won't take you much time to adjust. Once things pick up though, it gets really hectic. Defeated enemies and coins fly across the screen as you make your way to the flagpole. You don't necessarily continue through the entire game though, as you'll often be sent back to 1-1, 1-2, etc. And don't expect to go further ahead with those warp zones. When I first picked the game up, I was trying to speed run through the levels and beat them as fast as possible. This is how I usually play Super Mario Bros. But then after a couple rounds, you realize quickly that you need to adjust your playstyle, and sometimes you even have to play defensively. This means slowing down, getting each coin when you can, and really going for all the enemies on screen. It might seem a bit easy at first, but when you get down to the last few people and there are swarms of enemies on the screen, it can get really tough. You really begin to appreciate the power-ups and coins. When you play the original Super Mario Bros., if you got good enough, you can just skip the power-ups and coins in an effort to try to beat the game faster. Here, they're a necessity on your journey to first place. There's no better feeling than getting a star when you have over a dozen enemies on a flat surface. But then there's no worse feeling than having an absolute wall of enemies lined up and you don't have any power-ups, no coins, no nothing. And I gotta be honest, I was surprised at how smooth the game ran over Wi-Fi. And my Wi-Fi is terrible, by the way. But it's not perfect. There's definitely been a couple moments of lag that would cost me on a harder to time jump, but, you know, for me anyway, these incidents have definitely been few and far between. Now, I'm no Mario expert, but it does seem to feel a little bit different. Maybe I'm wrong on this, like in terms of just the game, I don't know. But actually the original feels a little bit heavier, if that makes sense. I feel like I was able to time jumps much easier in this game, bounce off enemies quicker. I don't know if they just rebuilt the game from ground up, I'm not sure, but it definitely does seem to feel a little bit different, but maybe I'm wrong. Then again, I was playing on the Nintendo Switch Online app, I wasn't playing on original hardware, so I can't say for sure. Another thing that's a bit of a bummer is that you can join rooms with friends. Now, I could imagine their reasoning for it, but it's not exactly like you can cheat or anything with 35 people and the atmosphere this hectic. But then again, who knows? Maybe it'll come as an update. I've been having a lot of fun playing this game over the past few days, and the lobbies are filling up really quick, so others definitely feel the same way. The thing that kinda hampers this whole experience is that looming deadline. I just got a Switch again recently, so I got a late start to this whole thing, so I only got a little over 3 months to go. Now, I have no idea what Nintendo's planning next, but it just feels like such a waste to get rid of this. But do I think they will? Probably not. I'm sure they'll come back with a paid alternative, but it's hard to say for sure. We have to remember, Nintendo's in a good position right now financially, so it pains me to say it, but I'm not expecting an outcome that I'll be over the moon for. But I guess I'll have to reserve judgment until then. I would love to see where they can take the game from here though. Could we see a Mario 3 variant? Mario World? Game of the Year for how many years running now? I think the simplicity is what makes it addicting. So not adding too much might be for the best, but a small addition here and there, like the challenge mode, is a good idea I think. There's really something to be said that we're still talking about Super Mario Bros. 35 years later. There's not too many games we can compare it with, can we? Except when Doom hits its 35th anniversary. Thanks again for watching, guys, and like always, I'll see you in the next one.